You people, welcome back to the podcast. You don't know. Rave podcast. Yeah, man, we're back in the building. Yeah, you don't know. It's your boy, Dre. Your boy.
Deepak here. That's right.
Man in the building. Yeah, man. Bless up. Big up.
To one and all.
All on one. See it? We back again.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, we filmed the first episode of the podcast the other day.
Yeah, man.
We launched it too.
Yes,
and
brother.
Yeah, man. People
very excited about it.
Yeah,
very.
Man. People receive it good.
Yeah.
And give us some good feedback. So we give thanks for that, as usual. You know.
But you know what is important?
What you say?
We need the subscribers and the people online.
Yeah, man.
We need them comments.
Leave comments. We need people start engage with the thing. And, you know what I mean? So we can interact now. And,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Make we know who out there support the thing and follow it. See me? But yeah, man, the first episode got off to a good start. Of course, we did talk about football and everybody did involved in the football. Yes, I say.
But you know, our passion is what it is.
It is what it is. Yes, I say.
Yeah.
But you know, the conversation flow good. Yeah. And you know, it was a decent start off. You know, but to the episode.
Jesus.
Different, no football thing, you know. No football thing, dog. Is the way I say. We're gonna step up to the plate now, and we're gonna hold our reason, and you know, talk as men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give our views, opinions on certain topics.
Yeah.
Certain scenarios, situations that we tend to meet up on ourselves, and sometimes on a daily. You know, we have colleagues who also, you know, meet up on these scenarios, these situations that, you know, affect them.
Yeah.
And we just want to, you know, air it out there.
Yeah. Put it out there. Yeah, man.
And, you know, give our views and opinions on these situations.
Might be strong for some people, but you know.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Isn't it a reality?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're living in it.
We are living in it, so we have to face it and we have to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Certain things we have to change the narrative. You know what I mean? Because, you know, people are run with certain narrative and another right narrative.
Exactly.
You get what I say? So
I believe so.
Yeah, man. We as responsible men, we have to
realign their thoughts.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So
I agree.
Today we want to touch on certain topics when it come on to relationships and how it is we view certain, you know, situations in their relationship, you know, realm, in the whole, you know, view in terms of how it is that we see it. But Parker.
Yeah, shout.
The follow up to that scenario, to that question is,
yeah,
I don't know if you've heard this before, but the other day I've had an interesting conversation with somebody about whether or not it's right for your wife to take front seat of the car and your mother take the back seat. What's your opinion on that?
Mother take front seat, brother. I not care, brother.
Mother take front seat?
All the time.
So what if your wife rebut against, what if she has a problem with that?
But there's no choice.
There's no choice?
There's no choice.
But she gonna feel that way. She gonna say, yo, why is she a wife? So she have to sit down in the front seat. Your mother is your mother now. She just have to just take back seat. This is where your wife has to know, in the dog.
Brother, I'm not driving my mother like a taxi. You understand?
Okay.
And a Juta or none of them something there, brother.
So essentially you're of the belief that the mother has to take the front seat.
Yeah, man. Of course. Although my mother would be the type to humble herself and sit down in the back seat.
Okay.
Not saying that she's the one bright and say, hey, this is my chair.
Yeah.
I put my mother in the front seat, brother.
So even if she decides, say, it's fine, I can sit in the back, you will...
No, I'm not going to argue, you know.
Okay.
But if me alone, right, and even say for example now, this is sound like a story, but say, all right, wife is ready, mother is ready. I'm going to pick up my mother before my wife. Automatically, my mother is picking the front seat.
Okay, of course, because you pick she up first. So
exactly.
That's a given. When I look on that particular situation or scenario,
but do you see how hypocritical that is when I chose my number 2 as
your wife,
as my wife?
I see it.
You see
I
what
was
I'm
about
saying?
to point that out to you.
I know that. I know that. But like logistically, putting the wife number 2 is what it is.
Yeah, but it should apply right across the board. Whether or not, the front seat or the back seat is it shouldn't make a difference.
Well, you see, you bring up a point.
Mm-hmm.
If it shouldn't make a difference, the way how I prioritize where they sit in the car, it shouldn't be an issue then at all from the beginning.
Which I agree.
Exactly.
Which I agree.
Yeah.
But I've seen it cause situations. I've seen where it causes
dramatic dilemmas.
Yes, and arguments.
Yeah.
So I don't wonder why, because I wonder why. John, no, dog.
What you would have done?
Personally, in all honesty, it's neither here or there to me. And my mother is that type as well. It's neither here or there.
So you don't put a placement on it. You just whoever reach, and whoever
yeah. Because as me say, I find that, in my opinion, if you have mothers or even grandmothers who are like that, I find that most of them tend to be single. So they don't have a husband or a partner.
Yeah.
So you find that the mothers who don't usually have an issue, them secured, them know them place.
All right. No, because guess what? My mother is single. Right? And guess what?
Yeah.
She don't have an issue.
She don't have an issue.
Her level of security is God.
Exactly.
You
so
understand?
she's secured. She not have no form of insecurities.
Yeah.
So your mother is probably one of the exceptions. The few exceptions who might be single and still feel secure within themselves to not have an issue where that is concerned.
Yeah.
But the majority that you find that have an issue is the ones that have, security issues. They're either single or them just not have that kind of sense of security within themselves for not make that an issue. Now, mark you, there are scenarios and situations where mommy need for traveling at the front of the car. Maybe she have a bad knee. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the back seat isn't,
It's not,
right?
Because, unless you're driving an SUV.
Which is big and spacious.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that wouldn't have been an issue. But there are scenarios and cases or instances where, you can look on and decide, what might be best, whether or not mommy take the front seat or not.
No, it really doesn't matter to me. Once she is there and, you need to, I don't know. I think you uplift your mother. She's brought you so far. You've reached such stature that, you just treat her, your wife is first at home. Your wife is first in everything. A car drive shouldn't be a telltale thing,
Yeah, that's exactly my point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why if your wife sits in the back, for what?
But yes, a moment after sitting in the front seat.
Yeah, she make you reach, brother. She make you reach. And she make you have your first car.
Yeah.
she make you get your job.
Yeah.
You understand? She create the personality where you have.
Okay, I mean,
You understand?
I mean, if that's if I'm that still,
That's what you call an entitled third place holder.
All right, boss. So your whole stayed firm to all right. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, it's just that what I've been seeing is a lot of persons now making it a thing.
Okay.
You know, my girlfriend didn't even know that was a thing for, you know, mothers to take the front seat.
Mm-hmm. Better yet, I can reduce all of this in fraction. Wifey are gonna drive or mommy are gonna drive and girlfriend in at the front seat. Me eliminate all of that
and sit down in the back.
Sit down in the back, brother.
Some of the men them that's the standard too. Them just say, all right, guess what? If we make it, you know,
square and fair. Put the
two of them when they can't stand in front of them instead of back.
Exactly.
But you have some mothers. But you have some mothers where they must say, no, why you not gonna sit down at the back? What's her name? Sit down there and you sit down right at the front.
So what's it not happen?
You see what I said? Yeah. So it can be very conflicting it can be a very conflicted situation when it's ready.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
So you just have to, I don't know, you just have to kind of nip it in the bud as soon as possible if you see where.
Yeah, my nip, sit down in the back, brother.
Sit down in the back.
Yeah, man. Sit down in the back.
Well, you know, me glad me not have to make that decision there because as me say, my mommy
you know big foreign.
you know, a big fire, but you know, she's secured. She know her place. She have our man, which is, you know, my father who
I get all of that, you know.
Yeah.
But it to me is, where do you put her? You get what I'm saying? Yes, she will humble herself and say, oh, it's all right, whatever. But I'm putting her there.
But that's it. I don't.
You understand?
Yeah, me now put her nowhere.
And if it comes to the point where I have to sit down in the back and humble myself, I'll do that.
Yeah, but that's what I say.
Because I'm respecting the number 2 and number 3.
Yeah, but that's it. If your mother feel secure in herself, for no say you already view her high up there.
Yeah.
She not have to worry whether or not you put her at the front or back. That doesn't tell her how you value her.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So to me, it's just a non-essential and nonsensical situation where no need for happening. It just is a situation where no need for exist any at all.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is one of them things that we just need for go, bro. You see me?
Yeah.
That's my take on the whole situation.
Me, no, I the way how I think.
Yeah.
I just say, you know what? Because I'm going to elevate the both of them because I think they deserve that respect.
Yeah.
I just leave the two of them in the front and I'll stay in the back. Problem solved in my mind. Them feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
You know, one is driving.
Yeah.
They might even feel entitled to be the driver.
Right.
You know, and the other person is in the front seat, co-pilot.
Well, I mean, if that works for you, then it works. Yeah. So, I mean, as I said, it's just one of them things that when we kind of observe that has been creating a lot of debate.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, most definitely.
And I just wanted to hear what you say and how you said the thing. You see me? Yeah, anyways, another situation we need to put to you, and this is kind of stemming from the initial conversation about who we place first, second, and third, and so forth.
All right.
But in this situation, you have your wife.
Yeah.
You have your daughter.
Okay.
And there's you.
All right.
Oh no. Let's say you guys go fishing.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, not to see when I enjoy yourself.
So you expect me to learn how to swim in that forefront?
Yeah.
Oh.
Both a turnover.
Yeah.
You only can save one of them.
Okay.
Who you save?
How old are we? We need to know that, you know, because
why? what?
brother, if it's a new couple, brother.
Me say a wife.
Yeah.
Are your wife?
Yeah,
It don't matter if a wife of 2 years versus 20 years.
No, newlywed as in youth. Say for example, me at 18, she at 19, and me have a 1-year-old. You know?
Yeah, but what difference it make?
Because it all depends on the amount of life a person has lived.
Oh, so that's how you're going to decide.
That is how I decide.
All right.
You
So,
know?
so talk to me. If you're 18, 19 versus 38, 40,
Yeah.
how you would decide?
I mean, if I have a say for example, you know, we take a trip, not sidetracking. It's the same scenario, but just a different place.
Mm-hmm.
We're on a dock, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dock, yeah, it have a deep drop off, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
can still drown.
Mm-hmm.
All right, both of them slip, fall in. I'm gonna save my child.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is newborn.
That's newborn.
Newborn, because no one carries their newborn on a boat. You know, they'll probably go by the beach and
Which is fine. But
yeah.
I mean, so in my situation, me want to hear the child is the child is a child. Them not reach nowhere in life yet.
All right, and hear this now. All right, when you're in a plane and the safety people them are talk, the flight attendants I should say, right? Them say put the mask over the child, then put it over your face, right?
That's what they say?
Yeah, man.
I don't recall that.
It's the other way.
My recollection is the other way. You have to put it over yourself first.
So that we can secure them, though.
So you can secure them, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's a totally different scenario and situation.
So may I think about other things?
Yeah, think about other things. You need to think about when me ask you now in my situation.
Yeah. Well, all right. Here's my opinion now.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully she knows how to swim a little bit and she can hold her breath. But if I save my child, I can save you. It wouldn't take as much energy. I'll be able to save both.
But try for
justify why I will save one before the other.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm gonna need for hear no justification on your wish or your hope.
The reason why I'm
which one you're gonna save?
Because you're gonna ask me why. So I'm just killing two birds with one stone.
Well, do it in a chronological order. Who and why?
Okay. Who? My daughter.
Yeah.
She not live yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Hopefully, you know, after that scenario, you know, she know that father is here. You know, I'm not gonna always be here, but you know, she know that once I'm around, I'm her security. I'm her anchor. All right. Wife, she's a little bit more independent. My responsibility as well.
Right.
But she's also independent. Right. So she's not gonna be like a child and panic and you know what? I cannot even say that because teach his own.
Teach exactly.
Right? All right. I just realized that. But that doesn't change my decision. The youth is the future, bro. The youth that's just me.
Yeah.
The youth is the future.
It's the future.
And we have to protect the future.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Not saying that I forget about you when you're down there.
I mean,
you know?
Yeah.
But it is definitely my child.
Your child.
And
that's because the child hasn't lived any life as yet.
Yes, correct.
And you'll be happy to find another wife to move on in life with.
Boy, them tell me say the ratio are 3-1, you know.
We're not even gonna get to another part of the ratio thing, but okay. There's no, honestly speaking, there isn't any right or wrong answer.
Okay.
I think there isn't any right or wrong answer. But I had this conversation some time ago with a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He actually posed this question to me back then. And I had a similar answer to you.
Okay.
But then when he told me who he would save and why, I stepped back and I looked at it.
So you sound like me. So you're expecting me to step back?
No, I'm not expecting you to step back.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you
All right.
his answer and the answer that I'm more leaning towards no.
All right. No problem.
And it's obvious that I am thinking the opposite
Okay.
of what your answer.
Indeed.
And I would save my wife.
Okay.
No. Why I would save my wife and allow my child to,
The pieces.
to go down, like to sing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's on our way, not true.
Boy,
It's on rough. It's on rough. It's on rough.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And that was a part that kind of I had an issue with. You know what I mean? It's sound away and feel away if you see an innocent child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But his response to me was that his wife actually comes first.
Well, that's understandable when you put it that way.
His wife actually comes first, and
That's what he chose.
that's who he chose.
Okay.
And his commitment, his vow, is to her
Okay.
in sickness and in health,
Okay.
so forth, so forth.
Okay.
And he's saying, look, it might sound away, but a man now can go back and create another child.
Okay.
If so be it.
I think that's an easier answer to give when not put in the situation.
That's also a good answer.
You know why? I'm looking at it at reality, right? Because here's why, right?
Yeah.
You've brought this person into this world
Yeah.
from a union,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
To the psychological damage that has happened between the both of you losing that entity that came from a union can end up damage the union that you have, right? Because of the loss,
True.
right?
True.
Either or, right? When you have lost your wife, you will see the entities of your wife in your child,
Okay.
right?
Deep.
Very deep, bro.
Deep.
Right?
Yeah.
So you get somewhat the best of both worlds when you save your child than when you save just your wife.
Your wife.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a good point, you know.
Because, bro, when going back and create it, maybe there's other things on the table, levels of anxiety, post-traumatic stress, other things that can be bring up and put a strain on the relationship, and it will ever get back to.
True. That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Happens a lot.
And it happens a lot. And that is the reality.
Yeah.
That is where my choice comes from.
Yeah.
You understand?
Especially if one blames the other for whatever happened. Yeah.
And maybe you have a vindictive person because of this scenario.
Yeah.
You can hear, why did you save me? Why didn't you save our daughter? And maybe,
Yeah.
like that is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And that is why I save my child first.
You save your child. As I said, brother, there isn't a right or wrong answer.
Wrong answer. But what is your thought?
My thought, as I said,
still aligns along similar belief as your friend.
Yeah. I as me say, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Which is an important point because we have not been in the situation.
Correct.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You get me? Maybe if I'm put directly into that situation, my opinions and my thoughts go through the window.
Yes.
And I do the complete opposite.
Correct.
You get me?
Correct.
So, it's such a deep situation.
Very deep. Very, very deep.
That
losing life is never easy.
Just a thought of that alone is just really hard to deal with, and you can't really wrap your mind around, trying to decide who to save
Exactly.
and who not to.
Death is easy. Life is hard.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, bro. Jano, I don't know.
Will have you rethinking some things, don't?
No, as I said, this is something that I've struggled with.
Yeah, and you've never thought what I've thought.
And the part that hit home for me, what you said,
Yeah,
is easier said than done. Until you're in the situation.
yes,
That's when you really know what you would do.
correct.
And that is so true.
Yeah.
Especially for me, who I'm still conflicting between the two scenarios and the two issues.
Yeah,
the
boy.
part that, if the child dies,
Yeah,
there might be a strain in the relationship,
correct.
which then would, end up might causing the two to split down the road.
Exactly.
And then your decision.
Exactly. And then now you're left without either daughter or wife.
Precisely.
So you've lost two.
So you essentially lost two.
Yeah.
So, it does not have to go like that though.
No.
You get me?
Yeah.
But I think it will leave a scar on the two individuals, the husband and the wife,
Yes.
that the risk of it causing or leading to problems and issues down the road it cannot be denied.
All right. I'm going to make it a bit interesting.
All right.
People that are religious and godly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When it comes on to the union that you've made a promise to God.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm about to twist this thing.
No, twist it, bro.
All right. So when your friend goes and say, he's made this promise in front of man and God.
Yeah.
All right. As you said, sickness and in health.
Right.
Right. You're now leaning your strength onto the Almighty, hoping that whatever devastating act that has happened between the two of you, you're able to, revive from it and make a new.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
That is the twist.
Yeah.
That is where faith comes in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which is where I think my friend was coming from. He was coming from a more religious aspect.
Yeah.
He was coming from a religious background.
And I'm coming from reality.
And you're coming from reality.
Exactly.
So I don't know. It's in terms of theoretically speaking, if you should think about the situation, his response coming from a more religious and biblical background, when he's put into the situation, reality might trump whatever he said.
Exactly. Because instinct is stronger. It is definitely stronger. No matter. And then what might happen, depending on how strong-minded you are, you might end up failing, and the three of you go.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, that's why I kind of take a step back from saying definitely, I would just save my wife and, we try to make another child on the road.
And work it out. Yeah.
And then again, on the flip side, I would stand back from saying, I'll save my child and allow my wife to die, down the road. We don't know what the repercussions are.
True.
From each. And also, you don't know what your instincts will be.
Boy, I don't know. I don't know, but strong-mindedly, I know for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going for my daughter.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to miss her. And I will miss my wife.
Yeah.
But it's the both of us coming together.
Yeah.
Making her. And I'll be grateful to see the things that her mother has done.
Yeah.
And put in. Because it's genes. You understand?
Yeah.
Come out back through her. And it's a blessing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get totally what you're saying.
I would be very happy.
Yeah.
That I allowed her to live.
I get completely what you're saying. I can't fault you for having that view and that opinion and what you think you would more than likely do. Because it's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
And as me say, for me personally, I probably would make the same decision that you made. I would have probably saved my daughter. You know, and hoping that would have been the best decision.
But have you hope the type of thought that I was thinking? Not just saving your daughter knowing that she's younger, but hoping that you also see your wife, you know, also through your child. Did you think that?
I didn't think that.
Yeah.
I didn't think that. I didn't think that, honestly. Not necessarily because, of potential genes, whatever. I just didn't think
because
of that.
certain mannerisms come through,
It does.
Yeah.
But again, it mostly comes through how the child is trained.
True.
True. So, depending on what stage the child is,
that is also true.
You might see some tendencies similar to the wife, or you might not.
True.
So it all depends. That's why I didn't emphasize so much on the possible trait that the child might possess.
True.
That might manifest itself in the child going forward. So it's just a situation that, boy, I hope nobody ever have to find themselves in a boy, because
I mean, my Christmas pictures was on the dock, so it definitely did cross my mind.
It did?
Yeah, 2021 Christmas pictures. I'm on the dock. Right, her mother's there.
Yeah.
She's there.
Yeah.
My daughter is there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That is some serious responsibility there.
So weird, I think.
Yeah, let's move on.
You still would pick your daughter.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
You still would pick your daughter. Yeah, man. But yeah, those are some situations where kind of cross my mind when I think we did need to put to you and hear what you have to say.
Yeah, man, of
You
course.
see me?